Hey people, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. We got the 2022 1GD Prado, just done 50,000 kilometres, bang on 50,000 up for a service. We're about to do the oil change and all that again. And we just thought we'd do a quick inspection to see what it looks like once it's been around Australia. Tyres are at approximately 45,000 Ks. They've had about a rest of about 5,000. So for BFG KO2s that people complain about, they're not looking too bad. They're wearing pretty well. They've been on the front for at least 15,000 Ks straight now, something like that, more or less anyway. And we thought, I've got a constant problem. See that clip up the top there? It keeps popping out. So I'm going to try that just for the sake of the clip because it's never clipped in since the car was new. A warranty issue. Let's see what they say. Anyway, let's just say, hey, that keeps popping out. See what happens, because it should be just clipped in like these ones. See, they're all just clipped in. Never been removed for any reason. It just keeps falling out. Always has it on. Forget to mention it because I do take it in every now and then. But look how clean this. This just did the Gibb River Road. We've given it a quick clean up, not much, just some passing cleans. One thing I've noticed since, it's very interesting, since they did the 40,000 K service, which was done early, unless they forgot to put diff oil in, or maybe they did a transmission software update or downgrade, because it's quite thumpy putting it into, in particular, drive. It's getting a real jerk through the vehicle, like quite bad, I mean, I'm not that fussy, and I noticed the change straight after that service. So just having a bit of a look around in case there's anything obvious, but I doubt it. I doubt they would have checked or changed any of the oil level and on the transmission, no. But they, in the 40,000, they do the diff oils, and we know they did it. I gave it the wash afterwards, but did they actually put oil back in? Maybe not, but I'd imagine we'd have some diff problems if there were no oil in 15,000 Ks, but you never know. So anyway, I'm going to be mentioning that, I think, at the next service. I'm not going to make a point of it because that would be a waste of time. Do you know what I mean? You're just going to go back and forth, waste your time. Car still goes. I'm tipping maybe they did some sort of transmission software update where that software update was a bit of a downgrade. So like I said, it's not fully washed yet. It's got a bit of red on it still. We've given it a bit of a blast, not too much, just on the way back. Tyres, rear tyres, there you go, have a look at those. Brakes, because it's highway cars, you'll see they're like, they're just like new still. Nothing to see here. No leaks at the Dobinsons, like I said, amongst other tracks, been over the Gibb River Road, so been sprayed in rocks all over those again. Went past Dobinsons in Rockhampton on the way back. You can see where all the rocks hit these rock guards. That's why you want them, to protect those rubber boots, because the rubber's not as good as the steel, is it? So you can have a look at this one. Quite a bit of spray there, but not too bad. No damage any further up on those, no leaks or anything like that. These are the old ones. They got a shorter lead on them. I'm not saying that I recommend them. You should go and get them. If you want to know what I recommend, watch the suspension playlist. And Tuesday is suspension day, 8 a.m. like usual. Text message only. Get it done early, because then I've got other work to do. And I'll be busy anyway, so I could be delayed getting back to you. There's a bit of oil on the breather there. Now, this is the start of some possible problems. So we're going to clean up this diff breather as part of the service. So what do we do to clean that up? Let's talk about that for a minute. Good idea. Let's put the light there. Sorry about that. Just go like this. Just make sure it's operating. It can move up and down. It's not full of dust and dirt. Like that breather up there looks like it is. Now the one up here, this one up here, that's for the fuel tank. And see, for whatever reason, there's a bit of diesel's come out there. What happens then is you can see all the dust around it. What happens then, the dust sticks in it, blocks it up, and then you can have some fuel transfer or filling up issues. So what you can do is you can actually remove that, okay, carefully. See, there's a little clip there, and it'll unclip and come down. And give it a good clean up, make sure it's all working right. So if you have any fuel transfer issues, you can do that. Or if you want to prevent them, you can keep an eye on that and do a bit of maintenance. See, there you go. These tyres certainly need to go have some turn on the front. I think I might put these wheels and tyres on the Hilux because they've done 45,000. I'm happy with that. And I might put the nice new Hilux ones on here before I wreck them anymore on the Hilux out on the tracks. These can be the track tyres now, because as much as you want deeper tread when you want traction in the wet and everything, I don't want to wreck the good tyres. I want deep tread for touring as well. So how clean is this, right? So we didn't hit any wet weather, of course. That's why we travel north and winter, where the weather's beautiful, dry and warm. You can see that fuel filter, that was changed at the 40,000. It's quite dusty and dirty because there would have been a residue of diesel fuel on that. So when we wash the vehicle down, we'll give it a good, make a point of giving a good blast up there to get all this stuff off. Generally the dust sticks to the oil, the fuel. Now, they've put some extra insulation over this pipe. So I think they know about the problem with the exhaust. You know how we've talked about the transmission temps, how the torque converter's locked, it's not that, but this little engine's making some heat, and obviously it pumps out this exhaust. So they've got this guard on the side of the transmission pan, quite obviously there for a reason, so it doesn't damage the pan, the gasket, the sealant, causing leaks and that sort of thing. And of course, it's only from there to there, they put this extra insulation over the exhaust to stop the heat coming over the pan, but it doesn't work either, because the more heat the engine makes, the more heat goes into the transmission, even though the torque converter is not slipping. As explained, check out the transmission playlist if you want more info on that. I'm not going to go into it. I'm just looking around going, look, 50,000 K car, looks bloody clean. It's cleaner under here than what I thought it was going to be. Like I said, I haven't cleaned under here. When we given the car a couple of quick washes, might have stuck the hose or the pressure washer under the front, back, left or right a little bit, but not that much. But, you know, obviously it'll get a good clean up eventually. It'll probably get dirty before it gets cleaner, because it is a four-wheel drive and it gets used. But this is clean enough to come into the Prado Hospital for an inspection and another oil change. Right, no leaks, deterioration. I haven't seen anything. This is the most boring inspection that you could ever find. No leaks on those front Dobinsons. Hang on, there's a bit of wetness up there, is there? So a little bit of a sweat, or is that just... hard to say what that is. Can anyone see? Let me know in the comments. I'll try and hold it still. I just think it's a mud stain on the outside, actually. So never seen a leak on any of the monotubes. Sold multiple sets every week for years. There's got to be hundreds or thousands, be thousands of them out there. Yeah, same pattern at this side. So it'll be just where the dust is hitting and not hitting. Look how good's that, mate. Never had a wheel on it, mate. People say, so it drives great. The tyres don't wear, you know, why would you risk letting anyone touch it? So anyone around Melbourne, Victoria, that reckons they can do a good wheel on it, that wants to be in a video, let me know and I'll come and see you. I'll talk to you. If I trust you, I'll let you do we'll put it up, we'll have a look at it, we'll discuss it, why it is what it is and why it should be what it should be, and maybe we'll let you adjust it and put in a video, and then everybody can come to you for their wheel alignments, because we do need people that can do good wheel alignments, you know, camber, Custer, the whole lot, including adjusting these. But look at the bushes, they'll be like new, because like I'm trying to tell you, if you don't let people do wheel alignments who twist these bushes because that bolt's seized on the inside of the bush, and if you have good suspension from the word go, and so don't tell me it's going to wreck the bushes because I didn't relax the bushes, because you can look, these are the best lower control arm bushes you people have ever seen, even at 50,000 Ks. Don't you think they'll be any different at 100, 150? No, good suspension, good setup, good driver, and the bushes will be beautiful, okay? So you can learn. We just need to take these two bolts out and get this oil out. We've got oil change videos already. You can check those playlists out. Of course, you just take the sump plug out, don't you, and you remove this oil filter. You need something to put up there to catch the oil, because it makes a bit of mess in these. Bit of a dumb design again, you get that. It's all part of the fun. And that's it. Nothing to see here. I'm still looking around. I'm just trying to spend 10 minutes because, you know, I should be able to check things for 10 minutes, shouldn't I? That's just a bit of grease residue. Again, we'll lube the driveline again, so it's looking like I could do with a little bit of grease. It's got a bit of sand on it there. Like I said, we haven't really washed it yet. It will get a good clean up. You can see the dust there. It's looking a bit dry. It doesn't really look like a driveline that's been over lubed at the 10, 20, 30, 40, does it? And at the 40, I said, look, you know, can you just make sure you do that? So look, it definitely needs some grease. So we're going to clean that up with a rag, put some lube in it. Same down here at these ones. Happy days. It's also worth checking for broken springs. Very rare, but it can happen. But, you know, nothing broken here. This thing sits so high with the 329s, and it's not funny. This set of 329s really good. I want to put them in the 120. I'd rather it was a bit higher, and this one's a bit too high sort of thing. But with the 327s, when I loaded up, I wasn't happy it was too low. So, you know, but every set of springs does vary a little bit. You do get slightly varying results, so be prepared for that. It's just how it is. But yeah, it's really kind of nothing to see here, is it? There's this tow bar and everything going, those zip ties and all that stuff. Yeah, looks good. Not much mess up in here, not really. Just having a good look around for you, you know, where the air comes out. This is where you got to worry about water crossings. Where's your snorkel for that? Anyway, that's another story, isn't it? All right, I'm really just trying to look around. Tyres, I'm telling you, they're looking pretty good for 45,000 Ks. Okay, probably a fraction over that, but you know, thereabouts. Yep, no oil leaks, no deterioration. Hammer it around, take up and down some dirt roads, they said. Prados are awesome. They are very reliable. They're very nice to drive, and you can even park in the shopping centre car park. Why would you buy anything else? Thanks for watching. If you want, subscribe, turn the bell on. Catch you on the next video, people. What an awesome trip and awesome vehicle to do it in.